All right. Grand Rising, Elizabeth. Today is Tuesday, August 29th, and I want to welcome to you all to Health and Wellness Tuesdays. I am Ebony. Our host, Sister Deitra, is out. She's grounding in beautiful California today. So I will be standing in for her. I would like to go forth with our reading for today. We can start. But first I would like for us to just center ourselves into this into um our meeting today. So if we could close our eyes and take a few deep breaths. Just breathe in and hold and exhale. Gonna try two more. Gonna breathe two more times. Inhale and hold and exhale. One more time. We're gonna breathe in really big, hold and exhale. And welcome back. We're gonna slowly open our eyes and welcome us back to this beautiful world of ours.
I'm sorry, I'm having an issue.
That's okay. Breathe it
With the
out.
oregano oil. Really, be careful with the oregano oil. If you start taking oregano, be careful. Because you get that full, you go.
Oh, okay. It opens you up like
Like mouth, everything. Okay.
Okay.
So is those for sinuses? It'll open my sinuses up as well, Mama Evelyn?
I think so. We can ask Danielle. Danielle knows it because she's the one that I got it from. It's from Pure Herbs, when I had COVID. And I just started taking it because, I just feel like it'll keep things moving and flowing for me. So I drink it in some orange juice. I was doing it in water, and I was doing because we have cups with tops on them because we have cats that knock cups over.
Yeah.
So Sheena said, "Mom, all the cup tops smell like oregano."
Yeah.
You're gonna have
I said,
to
"Fine,
for you.
I'll stop using them."
Yeah,
I'll stop
using
them.
just use one.
You gotta use a specific cup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
That's okay, but that's
All
perfect
right.
for the pool. So while we were having our beautiful morning discussion, I was able to pull from the energy that we were having. And I am using the African Goddess Rising Oracle in honor of Sister Deitra. And I put this beautiful card. Queen
Ooh,
Nandi showed up, and I think she showed
the
up before.
Nandi.
Yeah, she
think
has.
she showed up before
Intuition.
in our readings. She is the goddess of intuition.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
With a little baby on her.
With the little baby.
Mm-hmm.
So I have my book I can read about Queen Nandi. She is the goddess of intuition coming from our Zulu tribe. She is a temple queen and the element of fire. Queen Nandi was the mother of the warrior king Shaka Zulu. His father's royal family first rejected her. They said that she wasn't pregnant and her belly resulted from an Ashaki beetle sting. But Nandi knew her son would be great before he was born. The guidance of Queen Nandi is you already know. Take a deep breath and surrender to what you know to be true. Trust your inner wisdom and guidance. This is how you can embody Queen Nandi. You can listen to what is your guidance telling you. Put your hands over your third eye, which is the center of your forehead. That's where it's located. And ask, if I knew what the answer is, what would it be? Then follow your first instinct. The Creator and your ancestors connect with you through your intuition. Trust your eternal GPS. The nudges, signs, and coincidences are divine guidance. Slow down, go for a walking meditation, be present with nature, and pay attention. Being present allows you to feel, hear, see, and sense your guidance. So join with me as we declare the Goddess Declaration. Repeat after me. I am knowing.
I am knowing.
I am knowing.
Mom,
You repeat. How are you?
She must have went out.
I am knowing. Maybe she's getting her drink for the morning.
So I was able to, that's very coincidental that I've got this along with you ladies today, because I've been reading myself all weekend and this came up 3 times.
Really?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. With you guys, it's Monday. It's the 4th time.
Wow.
Tuesday.
And Tuesday. So there's 5.
Oh, it came up all 5 days? Wow.
So she's following me and she's trying to tell us something.
Yeah, that's what I was about to
ask. You said that word. You see,
I see Mama Head
in the car, and you said that word.
I see her in the car. I knew what type of day I was gonna have. And when she showed up this morning, I already knew. So I could be scared or I could just talk. So here I am.
Now you and Mama Evan, you know it ain't got nothing to do with fear.
No.
It's nothing to do with fear. We don't operate there.
Yep. So I'm just gonna talk.
Yeah, just talk. We just gonna you gonna talk and we gonna squeeze. That's all.
I'm be tight. I'm be tight by the end of the day. I'm just gonna be tight. That's okay. Grow my glutes.
That's right. Glutes and the yoni. Squeeze the yoni.
Yeah. But it's okay because this is what I gotta push through anyway, is talking.
Right. That's right.
Just talk and don't think. Like when I think, then I get stuck and then I don't talk. So yeah. So this is what it is. So I love this pool though. Did anybody get anything from the reading?
Yeah, where at the end you say, put your hand on your third eye. And let me see if I have it right. If I knew what the answer is.
Yes.
What is it, or what would it?
What would it be?
What would? Yeah, I love that. All right.
So I asked myself, if I knew what the answer to our meeting today would be, what would it be? And it would be how to healthy in the ways of health and wealth, how to clear ourselves to hear our intuition. And then she showed up today anyway.
Mm.
Anyway.
So those were the questions I was asking myself is how do I clear myself to hear my intuition? Because some days I hear it and some days I just don't. And the days that I don't are the days that I really need to hear it. So
Mm.
I would like to ask you ladies, how do you clear yourself to hear your intuition?
Mm. I think, well, I know I'm practicing more being present, but I know what helps me to listen is when my hands are busy. And I read somewhere, well, no, was it in Simple Abundance the other day where she was talking about your hands being, when your hands are, you know, like when you're sewing or when your hands are busy, then you're in a meditative state. And so I think I listen better when my hands are just doing something repetitive. Um um yeah, but intuition, yeah, I'm practicing more like with the Course in Miracles. I don't When we do that class, I don't do anything else though. I'm there, I'm present, I'm listening because that's something I realized that I can tune out,
Yeah.
really see. And it's very important to me that I get it. And what I've started doing with that is there's hundreds and hundreds of readings on YouTube of A Course in Miracles and the lessons. And there's one particular voice that I like. And so I started reading along with him,
Okay.
and and I realized I have to read sometimes 2 or 3 times, and I get some of it, and some of it kind of goes over my head. But I realized that, maybe after I read it 30 times, like
You'll
like
get it.
Amani Grace, I'll really get it. But I like being present. I realize, and I realize I like my alone time. And I love when I it didn't I love when I'm with myself and it's just me
Mhm.
and I'm just doing my thing. That's meditative to me. Just like, today I'm gonna get out in the garage and I'm gonna pull everything together and compact everything down so I don't have so many containers for this weekend. And because I realize I have to take the stuff for the make and take, plus I'll have a table. I was like, ooh, yeah. I'm really glad I made that thing so that my earrings aren't over the place. So, but I'm just gonna pare things down and just so that I'm not overwhelmed and just take my time. That's the thing with me, is to just take a deep breath, because when you rush and things are coming at you, then I just stop and I just woosah, because things can go crazy, if you don't do
Yeah.
that, and yeah. And I am working on doing the at least 3 spiritual practices in the morning. I've been getting up
Okay.
late the last couple of mornings, so I just got one in. But
Yeah.
but I think once RJ starts to school and I'm getting up at 5, I'll be able to do 3 to 5, because I have I have my signed copy of the Acts of Faith, um and this book that my friend who passed away gave me, called Turning. And that's interesting. And I'll just flip through the pages. And one year when I was working in I was working at the Waldorf preschool. It was a kindergarten preschool, and it was over in the church, over on was that Southfield Road? Hmm. I think it was in the basement of a church. And one year I made everyone book covers and gave them a book for Christmas. So, yeah.
Maybe for
Yeah, I like to keeping your hands busy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll
Because a lot
make
of people, when I used to teach hand sewing, I said hand sewing is very meditative because you're repeating, when you're hemming some pants, or you're hemming a skirt by hand, or you're sewing by hand. Because my first blouse I made completely by hand because I didn't have a sewing machine. I was 12 and we had just moved down here from Pontiac. And the lady, her name was Marcellus, I remember. She taught me how to cut from a pattern and how to put it together by hand. And I made my first blouse by hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what were you saying, Queen?
Mm-hmm. You were talking about hands. Weren't you
Something we
talking
were talking
about?
about doing things with our hands.
Oh, yeah, I was just saying, I was just saying for the holiday, for Christmas, I'm going to do art, do something, and give them something that I make for individually for them.
Oh, okay. Do you have ideas of what you're gonna do?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
I used to crochet those ruffle scarves for Christmas, like the little mesh. I used the little mesh net and,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
and crochet ruffle scarves in this Christmas.
Yeah, I think that because I can start that now, making each one of them. Yeah, I think I
Well,
do.
I think on one of our Creative Wisdom Wednesday, we're gonna do a lot of things I'm gonna do around the acrylic paint because everybody got the acrylic paint, so it's very easy. But have you heard of dotting or mandala dotting, the dot painting? Have you
No.
ever seen that?
That is a lot of work. I can only imagine. I'm gonna show you. I purchased 3 pieces from this brother that never met him, but I did. His sister would go around and sell it, and the most exquisite. I said, he did all of this? Here's one. Oh yeah, this one I love.
Ooh, is that a dot painting?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Okay, so
wow.
that's what I was thinking about. I was thinking about like the ones that have all the little, if you get closer, you can see the actual dots, but when you stand far away, it's the actual picture.
Nope, he did that.
Wow.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
that's so
that's
time
what I
consuming.
said, masterpiece.
Yeah, I know I wasn't talking about anything that complicated. It's just, it's like it's just you can use anything. You can use the tip of a paintbrush, you can use the
Yeah.
handle of a paint, and you're just dotting, and you like use a compass, and you kind of draw in circles and lines, and you just follow the dots, and you just create. Yeah, I'll post some pictures in WhatsApp so you can see what I'm talking about. Just
Okay.
real simple, nothing like that, but yeah, that's very.
That's not a dot. That's my son did this in
Is
at
that done
camp.
with pencil?
No. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yes, it is, because you can see the lines.
Yeah, the lines and the shading.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, Fame did that.
Yes, he
So
did.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that is beautiful. That
So you
is
can see
really
all the
good.
yeah.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, he's good.
You still do anything like that?
No, he will not do it unless he feels like it. And he never wanted his art to be demanded, because that's not how he does it. Doris
Oh,
can draw her butt
no,
off.
but he should just do it as like a meditative thing. He should just, I don't know, that would be, he should just, he doesn't have, yeah, I don't, yeah, some things I'll do on demand, but some things are not done on demand for me. But,
Mhm.
like I'll repurpose your jewelry if you've lost an earring and put a bead on there and make a fantastic one earring piece. But yeah, I like doing that. I used to do that for Mama Samara all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Have one little piece.
And in the chat, Mama Hat, you mentioned I can't pronounce it, but it's is it Zwadi or Wadi's gifts?
You said it right the first time.
Okay.
That's if I spelled
Wadi's
it the
gifts.
right way. You did. You nailed it.
Wadi.
I think the
Okay.
Zawadi are the gifts in Kwanzaa. The names of the one of the aspects of Kwanzaa is the gifts that you make for the babe, for the youth, for the Watoto. Zawadi. You said it right.
Oh,
If I'm not mistaken, I
okay.
think that's the word. I think it's the word. Zawadi. The
Nice.
gifts for Kwanzaa. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
Zawadi.
over the weekend, I learned I have a gift. So it's been a
Another
while.
gift.
Oh yeah,
Another.
yeah, some more. So over the weekend, I took myself on a solo date. I really been missing out on my dates, and I've been feeling my frequency lowing, like in the lower
Yeah.
realm than it usually is, and I've been doing so well with myself lately. So I'm proud that I felt it, that I really felt the difference.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to take myself out, and we have a black-owned florist in my city, and she did, it was called Petals with a Twist, which is similar to painting with a twist, but
Mm-hmm.
we got to make floral arrangements.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
wow.
That
So
sounds amazing.
it was so amazing, and it took me to realize it was a gift after the fact, because when my gifts come along, I get these barriers. So I had a barrier, so I wasn't there on time. I called her and told her, well, I gave up. I'm like, well, I'm late and I'm not gonna get there on time, so I'm just not gonna show up. I'll just pick up my flower tomorrow. Can you just make me one? And she's like, no, you got time. You go get here. You go still have an hour. Just show up. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna show up. I showed up and I felt uncomfortable because I was late, and I had to breathe for a second to get myself into the present, like to be there. So the women there were so opening and they were so welcoming of me despite me being late. They were like, so just, here girl, here you go, and here's your space and come on in.
Mm-hmm.
And I started working on the flowers, and I picked, like, so red and yellow is usually my combo when I order from her. So she had like red and yellow flowers, like roses and all these the leafery, I forgot what she called them, but the leafery. And she said, when you do this, you have to use the greenery to hide your panties. And I thought that was so funny. So when it comes to florists, your
Yes.
green base that you put your flowers on is called your panties. And she just says to use all your leaves, all your greens to hide that. Then you use your flowers to start the arrangement. So I'm taking my time after I done breathed and I'm doing what she said. And everybody keeps saying, have you done this before? Have you done this before? And I'm like, no, I said I order from her and pick it up. I've never done it before. Never. I'm like, I don't have time. It's always about time for me. It's like I don't have time. And once I was done, like in my zone and all, it's so beautiful because I'm a clear audio person. And if you don't know about clear audio, a clear audience, I think it's called. But I'm connected to music and sounds. Like sounds connect to me. So as I'm working all the music that she's playing is like really connecting to me. It's like I'm just swaying and vibing and doing the flower. And once I was done, it was like, this is beautiful. You sure you haven't did this before? And my friend, the florist, she was like, Wanda was like, I might need you to come. I might need to hire you part-time or something because Ebony, this is beautiful. I said, I've never done this before, Wanda. I'm just like doing my thing. And that's what it came out to be. And when I get home, I'm gonna show y'all a picture. I'm gonna send it to y'all through WhatsApp because I've never done it before, and it came out so beautiful. I was so proud of myself. And when we were done, I stayed a little bit after to talk to Wanda because she shared with me that she will be leaving our city and relocating. Yeah, so yeah, we
That's why
had a
you was late.
moment.
You was about to get an assignment. That's why you was late. You about to get an assignment.
I see. But before I left, she gave me, so I usually get I don't add pink ever to my floral arrangement. So this time when I did it, I add like spots of pink, the littlest little pink little things. And she said, you missing something. And I said, what am I missing? And she brought me some some blue accents because I always get blue in my flowers. That's what we started with. And then she gave me 2 eucalyptus strands because all my floral arrangements, I get blue and I get eucalyptus in it.
I like
So
eucalyptus.
she gave me the eucalyptus and the little blue accents. And when I turned it around to her, she said, that's yours. Now it's yours. Thank you. But and then that's where I wanted to have a conversation about the clearing of your intuition because I had so many barriers, and instead of usually I was starting to shift, and I'll be honest, I was starting to shift towards what I used to do when I had those barriers. Like I started to give up. I started to make an excuse. I started to give some reason why I shouldn't show up for myself, but my intuition wouldn't let me. So it's even with the barriers, the just listening to my intuition and still, no matter what I did, my intuition would not let me get to where get what I needed from that experience. And I was so appreciative of that moment and just understanding that, it's the worldly or the flesh can try to steer you away so bad. That ego can snap in so fast, but the intuition and your connection to your source is so much bigger. It always wins. Like it always wins, no matter what.
I like that Miss Wanda became your inner voice out loud. You know what I mean?
Yes.
She was like, no, you coming. Don't ask you. I don't know. Come on. And then the other ladies were like, oh, they were like flowers.
Yes. They was like, welcome. We've been waiting for you. They were like Rev said, the guardian angels that be waiting. They be playing peanuts for waiting on you.
Right.
You got here.
Oh my God. Did you say Pinochle? My family used to play that game. Oh my God.
My guardian angels play spades. That's what they do. They up there playing spades.
Right.
Like we've been having this chair in this game.
Ebony,
that's beautiful.
Can you read the card so that welcome to Korea and Omania, so that they know what we're talking about.
So this is the card I pulled this morning. It's the card of intuition, Queen Nandi from the Zulu tribe. And she is the queen of intuition. And her embodiment was, her guidance is stating that you already know. Take a deep breath and surrender to what you know to be true. Trust your inner wisdom and guidance. And to embody her, we are to touch the center of our third eye, find our third eye in the center of our forehead and ask, if I knew what the answer is, what would it be? And then follow your instincts. Let your GPS be your guide, your inner GPS be your guide. And then I asked, from a health and wellness side, how do we create the clearings for our intuition? So
I want to see
I
a
think
picture of
mine
your
was
son.
just showing up. What
I
you
wanna
say,
see-
Rhea?
I want to see a picture of your son.
Oh, a picture of my son?
Yeah.
Oh, you so sweet. And we gonna have to talk for an update too. Let me see. Is it in this picture? In this camera? I think it's in the camera in the phone that I'm using right now.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
for Mama Head clearing, we do the gratitude. Make sure I stay in gratitude and creativity, and that keeps me open. Those things keep the clearing open.
And
Yeah.
Mama Evelyn said using your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping your hands busy.
Ralph, what were you gonna say? Let me cut you off.
Nothing.
Oh, he got your face.
Get your
Thank you.
I
I
love
knew
it.
he did. I knew he did. That's how come I'm like, I knew he did. That's how come my spirit say. Tell her to see your son. I was like, she look just like her son. I was
Yeah.
like, let me see his picture. Y'all look just like y'all twinning.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Look at
He's
that.
so cute. What's his name again?
Thank you. That's me boy.
What's his name?
His name is Zaire.
Zaire.
Like
Oh,
the
That's
country in
wow.
Africa.
Wow.
hey, okay, so now I got him on lock.
Yes. And Rev, I would love to share with you that what we thought was not it. So I could share with you ladies. Let me share something with you ladies. Because like we talk about clearing, here it is. My son lived with his dad, and his dad called me and told me, oh, he failed. He got to go to summer school. He failed 10th grade. He has to go to summer school. Summer school is my season with our child. And I said, okay, if he got to go to summer school, let him go to summer school. I'll see him when I see him. Just a few weeks ago, once summer school was over and he was on his way home, his dad called and said, I'm mad. He failed summer school. Summer school was failed. I'm so lost. We had these plans in place to keep him on track for summer school that required a lot of follow-up on our. I'm a join the ownership on our end. I did not do my part. I left it up to his dad to do his part, and his dad didn't. We failed. He failed. So, I went up to the school yesterday. I was sick yesterday, but I went up to the school. I offered his dad to come. His dad said he wanted to take a nap. Okay, you had a hard day at work, take a nap. Mama go show up. I showed up to the school after talking to Rev all weekend and after getting his intuition card all weekend. I went up to the school. He passed. He is in the 11th grade.
Yay.
Yes, he is in the 11th grade. I as me and Rev spoke, and as I am working through my perspective on men, I decided to ask my son's father in our conversation, what do he plan for us to do moving forward? He said the same thing I suggested, but it was his now. It's his now. So he suggested that we give him one more semester at the same school. If he has issues, he come home. Yep, that's the right. Yep. You know what? That sounds like a great idea. Okay, we gonna do that. We are gonna do that. So that's what made me go up to the school Monday, because I'm like, okay, if we're gonna do this, let me see. So I'm an educator first, and I love scaffolding. So with scaffolding, you have to meet people where they are, and then teach them from where they are to get them to where you want them to be. So same as my son, let me see where he is in school. So moving forward, we can get him to where he needs to be, because he's entering 11th grade. And we know what 11th grade was like.
Mhm.
So it's like, okay, let's go. Because we went, and he went with me. He was scared, because he has a different perspective when mama come in after daddy came in. So I'm like, okay, don't be scared. We're gonna be correct. We're not gonna be scared. We're gonna be correct. So yeah, he's not he made it to 11th grade. He has his schedule. He has everything he needs to succeed. So spoke to his daddy. I let him know the update, and it's up to us to slightly. I'm still getting used to the us. Okay. He has a balance on his tablet that we have to pay. So we just gotta pay it now. I'm just go on my end, I'm gonna accept that I can give about $20 to get the ball rolling. Something is better than nothing. And I'm gonna ask his dad, what do he think he could contribute to this balance that's been there for the last 2 years. So we're gonna see what he can, and I'm gonna offer what I can, and we're gonna move forward. And I'm gonna prepare for him in the case that he does have to come after the semester. I will prepare 2 school options for him. That's nowhere near our home, because I have to be mindful of my son is still 16, and 16-year-olds have the tendency to skip school. So I'm gonna make sure he is going to school closer to my house. I mean, not closer to my house, but closer to my job than to our house. So he gonna have to get to know that area before he get to skipping, if that's the possibility. But he's a good kid. But I like
Can I say something?
prepare. Yes, yes,
So can I
Rhea.
say, since now I know Zaire, I've seen his picture, now he's mine.
Yes.
So just let me say this part. Okay, will you, as the mama, stop speaking failure over his life?
Yes.
Because we done had 2 conversations. He failed 10th grade. Booger, booger, booger. Now he failed summer school. Booger, booger, booger. Now he gonna skip school. Has he ever skipped school before?
No.
Okay, will you stop speaking failure over this
Yes.
baby's life?
Yes. Yes, I
Okay,
can.
I'm screaming right now. You only get to empower him. And
Yes,
if he
ma'am.
ain't doing what he's supposed to do, that's because you ain't doing what you was supposed to be doing.
Yes. Clear the worry out of me.
Okay,
Clear that
good.
worry out of me. Yes.
Yeah, clear the worry out of you, and all your job is to do is to empower him to his greatness. You already got him coming to live with you. He ain't coming to live with you. I just looked at that boy. That boy gonna be right over there with his daddy.
Okay.
Okay, that's where he belongs. He's 16 now. He about to be a man. He don't need you be up under your breasts, sis. No.
Okay.
Let him be a man. And he got a daddy who want him. Let him be a man.
Okay.
Mama, at this point, you can't help him. You missed it. It was between 8 and 10. After that, it's over. Right? Because they start smelling themselves. I'm smelling myself. I'm
Mm-hmm.
smelling myself. Just like the
That's when
girl.
he left. He left
Right.
at 10. I
Okay.
did my job.
Oh, you did your job. Okay. Now you done did your job. Your good job now is to be guidance and manage.
Okay.
You in the guidance and management department now.
Okay.
That's it. Guidance and management. You got to make sure you in communication with his teachers, that he's on track and as a successful student.
Okay.
He's successful. I can look at him and tell he's successful, and just speak him successful. That's why my talking about intuition. That's because my spirit's like, see that boy. I can look at him and
Yes,
tell he's a sweetie pie.
he is.
Thank you,
Yes.
Reverend. Thank
You
you,
welcome.
Reverend Omani. Thank you.
Yes, he is.
Speaks
Okay.
success over that baby.
Wait
He's
one
Okay.
second.
beautiful.
Mama Evelyn, do you make badges?
I've got one. Fail. First attempt in learning.
Oh,
Mm.
love that.
That's from I think from Morgan Freeman. Yep.
Oh, okay.
First attempt in learning.
Right.
That's the meaning for the word fail.
Okay.
Right.
Patricia, you had something you wanted to share?
Grand Rising ladies. I was just thinking,
Hello.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
Grand Rising to Creation.
Okay. What causes us as parents to do that? And it's almost like a question and answer all in one. It was like, I think my kid gonna be like me. And I don't know if you skipped school, Ebony, but I did.
Yes. Yes. Yes, I did.
So it's like,
To
because I
fit
did.
in too. I skipped school to fit in, which didn't make no sense now that I'm older.
Yeah. But the thing about it is, hearing what Reverend Omani just shared and looking at, like, really looking, I learned from that. And the person that I am now, I'm not preparing for her to do the stuff that I did. You know what I'm saying? I'm actively looking at my parenting as I'm listening to you. And it's like, no, she surpassed where I was when she was 2 years old. She was already reading, she was already writing, and it was obvious, which is why I put her in school. She was potty trained at 1. So they were shocked when I took her to the school. They was like, well, she's gonna have to go to this one because she's probably not potty trained. I was like, oh, she is. They was like, for real? And she's been big her whole life, tall for her age her whole life. So she just fit right in with the rest of the kids. And so I'm just, checking myself as, Reverend Amani coach you to not put, my stuff on her.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I see it, then I'm definitely going to, empower her to choose life, choose right, But if she ain't even on that path, thank you, God. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. So that's just what I got from that conversation as a parent to a 10-year-old, who will soon be right where your son is, going from 10th to 11th grade, So I appreciate you for sharing as well.
Yes. And thank you, ladies. That's why I needed this by myself. Like that's why I needed this by myself, because just to talk it out, to hear myself, like Rev told me, like that exaggerate, like to hear myself and the thoughts that I tell myself out loud, because that makes sense. And it thank you so much, Rev, because even in our conversation, like even after we left the school, my son told me, he specifically told me, he said, Mom, when I talk to you in the mornings, because I talk to him in the mornings on the way to school, he said, Mom, it gets me through my day. Like, just to talk, even though I'm not physically there. And I'm just worried that I'm not physically there is damaging him. And it's not. It's just what's damaging him is speaking about failure.
That's
Exactly what you said, Red.
exactly.
Yeah.
But this is something I put in with Decretia. Every day, have your son create his intention. Who you gonna be today in school? I'm gonna be productive. I'm gonna be relaxed. I'm gonna be responsible. Pick 3 things. Have him pick 3 things he gonna be every day for school.
Okay.
And as he does that and continues to do that, he'll actually start to be that in school, and it'll cause him to be inside of his greatness. Yeah.
Okay. I could do that. I like doing that. Look, it's like I like doing that anyway.
Yeah.
like doing it.
Yeah. And he'll be happy too, because he's like, okay, we're gonna create this, what we're gonna do every, and we on that talk every morning. Have him say who he gonna be today. And that'll carry his day for him. Hell, I need to do it for myself. Oh no.
I put mine down here too. Every day.
Yeah, every day. Who you gonna be?
Yeah. I remember when I was at HFA with the youth, they would talk to me about how, mom's frazzled in the morning and whatnot. I said, listen, I said, you all have access. Y'all got all these cell phones. I said, put some meditation music on. I said, it'll calm your mama down, okay? Because mama's frazzled. And I have some internet friends that I talked to, and one guy was talking about how how his son's mother complains about his behavior, and dad realized that I give my son time. He needs time to get himself in the morning together. He freaks out when he doesn't have it. And mom is always, mom is, get up, hurry up, come on. And so dad doesn't see the frazzleness, the discombobulation that mom sees when the child breaks down, because he gives him time. So our habits come from our parenting. We didn't get a guidebook, even though I looked for it when ISIS got here. I was looking up under the cushions. I was looking up under the couch cushions and whatnot. I was like, where's the doggone book? But there is no book. You learn to parent when you become one. This thing is on the job training. And a lot of people have a conception of what parenting should be, but you don't know what your parent was going through when they were in this state. The world, whatever the world was going through, like Reverend Omani tells us all the time, what's inside is outside and outside in. You're experiencing that. You got the children born in 1967 who are revolutionary. Most of them are doing things, making noise. You know what I'm saying? So in whatever capacity they're making it. So we don't know what mom had to go through. You don't know what her pregnancy was like. You don't even know what her pregnancy and getting pregnant, carrying, what was going on in the household with their families. It's a whole lot of factors here for us to have a conception of what we think parenting was. And we ain't never been no parent before. I'm not saying it's not wise. I'm just saying we need to think and have an open space for what other people may have been through, So, whew. Yeah, but put that meditation music on. Mama be chill.
Yeah.
I'm complete. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think for me, from the age of it had to be from 12 when we moved here. Because I babysat a lot, I was the go-to babysitter. I babysat a lot, and I love children. So I think that prepared me, for parenthood. There are things I would have done differently. Definitely, I would have had a midwife. I wouldn't have gave birth in a hospital. I wouldn't have had a C-section. None of that. But you learn that through life. But yeah, I think what prepared me is and you see it in kids, you know, if a girl or boy, doesn't matter, has an affinity for being with children and babies, then they're going to be a good parent, you know, pretty much, I think, you know.
Mhm.
And that's why it's so funny because Tava, her daughter, she's kids, but she's the best teacher. You know, I don't know if she'll have any kids, but she's the best teacher. She always thinking about her kids, and she goes out her way to do special things for them, you know.
Mhm.
So I'm like, yeah, right. She'll come home, she said, Evelyn, I'm so tired. I'll say, yep, they'll do that to you. But yeah. Oh, and I had so much fun Sunday with that 3-year. I'm gonna post that video. I'm posting today. That 3-year-old. Oh my God, she should be the ambassador for Hug Detroit Day because she was 3 years old. She would introduce herself to everybody who came up to her or were around her, and then she would give them a hug.
Yeah, that's sweet.
That's so sweet.
Yeah,
And when the
and I
children
didn't remember
wanted
the film, but I did remember to take pictures.
when the
I
children,
love seeing small children hug.
oh yeah, when they run to each other. Oh my God.
Mhm.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I remember my granddaughter, when she first really met me, and my niece and nephew, they're all the same age and stuff. And when Cinnamon would come in the door, Antonice and Antonio would just run up to her, and just hug her all, and just touch her, and they were so loving, so very loving. And one of the pictures I have that I use on Hug Detroit Day is the Antonio and Antonice not Antonice, Latoya, they were at the same time running and just grabbing each other, just grabbing each other. It's just so, yeah, so good. Mm-hmm.
I really love those moments. They're so
And I
special.
love the moments when we haven't seen one another, especially when you haven't seen each other in a long time, and you just, which was a
Mhm.
lot Sunday. Oh, besides the people who know you, but you don't know, you can't remember them, or you don't know them, and then they remind you of 50 years ago, and then they say, remember when? Say, wasn't I like 20 something years old? I'm 70 now.
That guy
But
who
I
was
kind of remember your face. I remember.
the
Mm-hmm.
guy who was playing the trumpet,
Mm-hmm.
that was Sophia Love Rose's elementary school teacher.
Wow. And she hadn't seen him in that long.
Exactly.
See,
But she remembered the horn.
yeah, that's beautiful.
Oh yeah, and as I was sitting there, this lady was getting ready to leave, and she said, "I know you. Your face." I said, "I know you too." She said, "From where?" I said, "I don't know." She said, "I don't know either, but I know we know each other." Okay,
But
so
we know each other.
Yeah, it's usually, either in the cultural world,
Mhm.
or the entertainment world, or the hair world.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
sometimes it's from one of my old churches or something like that. And then when they said, I was a little kid and I remember, I'm like, famous like 40, 4 years old in a minute. No, but yeah, so and so was of my mom, and oh, okay, and then I can picture them way down here when they were babies. Yeah, memory.
Mhm.
Oh Lord. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
how
how
can we
was
keep
your
our
trip,
memory sharp?
Mama? Huh?
I said, I need to figure out how to keep our memory sharp. I gotta sharpen my memory. Because a lot of people walk up to me like that, like, oh, no, I do not remember you. That's not good for my age. I'm gonna start going back to my word puzzles. Remember y'all used to have the crossword books back in the day? I
Word
used to do
search.
all the yes, I do all the crossword books and the word search waiting on the bus.
I still do the word search on here. Sit there and
Okay.
yes.
My grandma played solitaire. My grandmother would have a hole in the middle of her cards and a dip on each top from her where she did not get a new deck until they were absolutely you can't even see the suits on only in the corners. She would wear, she like, oh baby, she put them new cards to the side and she'll break them out when the mother card. I mean, I ain't never seen nobody wear out no playing cards ever in my life.
She must have
Oh my
loved
God.
the way she trained it to shuffle. Because that's the
Uh-huh.
that's yeah. Either
And
you
that
Yeah, I like
slapping,
the
clap,
shuffle arch.
clap, 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 clap. Cards
right,
skating across the,
right,
ooh.
right. My Aunt
And
Edie
they
was like
bent
that.
up in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Card shark.
Yeah, I know she wait on you. Oh, and dominoes. Oh, she gonna
Oh God. Oh my
doing some
God.
dominoes. Mm-mm-mm.
They'll put a blister on your feet. Let them catch that domino between that table when they lay that tape, that domino down. Clack, 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 clack.
Yeah.
Man, oh my God, I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited.
It took me so long to get to a domino table. I don't know how to act when I get there because I'm like, oh, it's my turn. It's me. Like, oh my goodness, it's like an age requirement to get to the domino and spades table.
Uh-huh. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, y'all bringing back so many memories. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. My family played Tripoli. The women got to, and I didn't know that they were going on trips. They would go on a trip for the year. They would put their money together, but they would play Tripoli and Pekino. Y'all talked about that earlier. I guess Pekino's the black people bingo. I don't know. Anyway, they were gambling. They were having casino night at the house once a month.
Mm-hmm.
And so they sold their Sarah Coventry, their Tupperware, and their Avon, and they brought in dishes, and everybody was being a gangster about their potluck. You know, they didn't call it potluck. They just brought the dishes in. And then, you know, everybody's got their serving things and their top Tupperware serving, you know, containers. They, you know, hey, and then they would, you know, they're gambling. And they would, I remember 4 corners. If you get 4 corners, you get a pot of money. You know, that always built up because you didn't always have 4 corners on Pekino. But that Tripoli, they're both card games, and you putting money. I think we did nickels. That's why all my family had the Crown Royal bag because they put their pennies in there.
Mm-hmm.
They drinking and they gambling, okay? But it was a club. And so the women got together and went on a trip every year. I did not realize that. Oh my goodness. My mother used to let me host sometimes. And then my dad would put us in our pajamas and take us to the drive-in. So that was our family, or we go to the drag strip. Oh my God. Y'all done just opened up a whole, ooh. Okay.
Is the drag strip where the cars?
The car.
Yeah.
That's why I think I'm a race car. All my friends, they say, "Head, if we ever do anything, you're gonna be the getaway driver."
Yeah.
Yep. I love to drive. Oh man, I'm gonna have to write about all of this. Thank y'all so much for opening this door. Ooh. Okay.
No problem, because I was the babysitter. I'm over here laughing, thinking about, oh, I used to love all that money coming in. Like, yes, bring your kids, bring them down over here in the back room.
Yeah.
Here go the kitchen set for the kitchen kids. Here go the crayons for the crayon kids. Here go my little jar. I used to have a jar. Then I got smart and got a notebook. Like, you can sign your kids in and out. Like, I was
Oh
fancy.
man, you was already ready, Ebony. You was already ready.
Yeah, she in business.
Like little fancy, little bag
Yeah,
with the little snack. I
Yeah.
wasn't that fancy. I gave them kids candy, like bags of candy. Talk about, here go your snack. Well, I should have gave them like little melatonin candies or something to put them down. I gave them candy. We was up all
Down there
night.
running around.
Yes, we up there all night.
Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord.
I always taught them how to jump in the bed and how to climb up the stairs because I always had stairs and I need them to be safe and know how to handle it. Just learn how to hold it. I know your arm up over your neck, but just hold on to the rail. Or, you know, we sit down and come down on our butts or go up on our knees. I'm teaching. And you got to know how to jump in the bed. Mama, you got to have at least one fun activity. I need you to jump in the bed without bumping your head.
Oh, Mama had. I so appreciated you doing the headstand. I saw it on, I said, because I used to do that every day, 3 or 4 times a day. I would do that tripod, and then you slowly just brought your legs up to one, and then you straightened your leg. I said, oh my God. Yes. Yes. And then I do it on the bed sometimes. Up against the wall.
Okay, I was gonna say you good if you could do it on the bed now.
No, you get close to the wall and then your legs up and they can just they're upside down.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? And I never thought that would ever go away. I mean, you know how as a kid you're showing your mom how to exercise and showing
right.
This, and of course she used to do it when she was my age, but
it's a really
always as a child, it's always forever.
Right.
There's no one day I won't be able to do this or I won't do this.
Right.
And you just in the moment. Childhood is beautiful. If it's beautiful.
It really is. It really is. And my parents, that's my biggest thing. When I look at Michael Jackson's life and how he didn't get to be the child, his family was what it was. But I just think that childhood is so important. And my parents made sure we had one. And I know when ICE was coming, I was like, I'm about to do this again. I get another chance. I was like, oh, and sometimes I'm too much for ICE. She like, Mom, calm down. She's my grown. I call her my baby mama. But that whole piece with the headstand, when I tell you, you are totally in it's totally a clearing when you do that. This is something Ebony's been talking about today, is that clearing for that space and understanding how you need to feel your weight in alignment. Because once you bring yourself up, then you have to get lined up. And that's such a mental, you're constantly talking. Okay. And you got to breathe. If you need to know how to concentrate, do a headstand. Because you have to be in total communication with yourself.
Yeah.
Total communication with yourself.
Total. Everything must work with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the balancing of the weight.
Yep.
Yeah, everything just has to be in line. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna tell y'all once I did it at 70 years old. Yes.
And it does something to your body to be upside down, because they say even laying up against the wall, on the floor, your back, and then put your legs up the wall. They said sitting like that for 5 minutes is good for your organs and your judge,
Can you do that with a with the apparatus? Dr. Bob has the apparatus that you strapped in and you.
Oh,
so
you mean
upside down?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean that table? Yeah, there's an inversion table, and then I have the hammock as well. Y'all can meet me. We can meet at the Kirchhoff. I'm not there anymore, but that tree is still there. We can get in that hammock and go upside down, baby. That hammock. Oh my gosh. A hammock. I had my cousin 70 years old in that hammock upside down at a tree in her backyard. And I swear to God, the neighbors gonna be like, what are y'all doing over there? Because they were woo, woo, just that giggling. Your neighbors gonna call the police. They over there having fun in the backyard.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, but that childhood and that play is so important for children to get that opportunity. And I know that that's part of my my judge, my heteru is the child to, you know, let people know that it's okay to have that and have that aspect and acknowledge and respect and nurture that, you know, because that piece is with you, you know, and know, and Reverend Omani said, and know when it, you know, when that's okay, and when maybe sit in the back of the room and sit down and take some notes right now, baby, you know, to know when that time is important. So I'm thankful for that lesson as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is so good.
What'd you say, Mama?
What'd you say, Ebony?
Oh, I found the book. Just randomly walking down the hall.
Lola loves stories with Daddy. Oh, that's special.
I don't realize this is good. If it's back here by the end of the day, I'm gonna put it in my bag.
Hey, Mama Ebony, can you read a couple pages right quick? Ready, Rainbow. Ready, Rainbow.
You going to another room? Look like you.
So y'all, I'm just gonna be honest. My boss texted me. So I'm like making myself available, but she's not out yet. And she just wants to know what I'm gonna do with it, which I spoke. And then I went to another room and talked to y'all. But look at this cute picture. So this is how I read books. So my friends, what do you see? I see Lola. You see Lola? Hi.
That's how you read to the children.
What do you think Lola is doing in this picture, my friend? I think Lola is reading with her daddy. Here's her daddy. Hi, Lola's daddy. Lola and her daddy are reading a book about a fairy princess. Can you tell me? What do you see in the book? Let's look closer. This is how I read it works. Oh my goodness, the fairy princess is alive. Do you see Lola? She's the fairy princess.
And we had a couple of
Lola is
storytellers there as well. That was really cool. And the founder of the storytelling organization was there.
I love storytellers. They are so animated. They're not as. I'm working on it. I need a little more. I've seen some storytell with like puppets, and then a story told with like music, like that.
Well, fading. Okay.
I wait children to use their imagination.
Mm.
don't even go into the store. They just do other things.
When I made the coat that that's for sale that I made, I envisioned a storyteller wearing that coat, and also at Waldorf on December the 9th of this year, I think they have their holiday festival, and a few years ago they needed a new. It was they needed a cape with pockets, so I took very meticulous care. I took the bus. Didn't have a car. Took the bus way out in Woodward to. I was going on 14 Mile to remember those discount fabric places, because I had in mind it had to be cotton, and I bought yards and yards of this cotton. I only spent like $40, and I made a cape with all the pockets in it. And the thing is, for the cape lady, she walks around and children are able to reach into a pocket and get a gift, get a little trinket or something. And I think that's really cool. And that would be good for a storyteller, like at the end of their story, to have a coat on or a cape on with pockets that, the kids get a little treat afterwards. It could be like an acorn doll or something cute.
Mm.
Oh, it's out in the garage. I had a friend when Sheena went to school at Waldorf. She was a fantastic doll maker, and she really embraced making the Waldorf dolls. But she made these it would be like a little ball, but the head would be a doll head, and she did all nationalities. And I have to find the picture. Okay, imagine a doll. A doll is about 3 feet tall. I would think it was 3 feet tall, and it was like an older woman, who took care of the kids and had the apron on. That's sort of the model that the younger classes are in Waldorf. The teacher has an apron on and they're in the kitchen and they're cooking things. But anyway, she made this doll in the apron, and she had all these babies in there, and she made these little babies, cloth babies. It was beautiful. And she didn't sell them for enough, not nearly enough. She sold them for $175. I'm like, but but she was really good at that. And she just made these but she made for our first Kwanzaa that I did with my friend Deb. We did a Kwanzaa tree for the Festival of Trees. And it's not a Christmas thing, but it was a Kwanzaa thing. And the ornaments on there were these little babies. The bottom was like a ball, and the top was like a head of a baby with different hair, different colors. It was really nice. So really nice.
Mm-hmm.
That just made me think of that, storytellers.
Yeah, we had a storyteller come to our class before. We used a lot of music instruments, so it wasn't really. I like the dolls and the puppets, because the kids can actually like touch and feel something and stuff. She just really she had a lot of music. She had like a lot of individual music instruments, but I like then it turned into a band. Then sometimes the kids is just like overstimulated with the instrument, and then they kind of get distracted from the actual story. But he did really well. It was more so like if you want to keep the kids like active. I like the dials because the dials keep them kind of like stationary, and they can switch their voices and things like that. They can talk about dressing. So I guess different materials give you different aspects of of storytelling.
Yeah. A friend of mine that did Sheena's cake, she has, I guess she cleans houses and whatever as a business now. She stays up in Ann Arbor, not Ann Arbor. Where did it go? Where did we go? It was before Ann Arbor. But anyway, she was a master puppet maker. And I asked her, was she still doing it? And she said, no, she wasn't doing that anymore. I'm like, dang, because it was really a nice thing that she, real, I mean, the puppets with, that you manipulate with the string and stuff. Yeah. I wonder if she has any pictures. I'll ask her so I get a good look, because I thought that was really cool. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah,
But I have pictures. I have pictures of different. See, I have pictures of the dolls. I don't. I haven't scanned them in this computer. No, I didn't. I'll find. Now I'm on a mission, y'all. See, I got other things to do, and
Evelyn, Evelyn, I want to ask you for the retreat. Did you pick a song yet?
no. Pick a song that I would sing. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you got to sing a song. Right. I think I need some coaching. I am not a singer, but you got to sing.
Yeah, I'm still working on that fee.
I'll have to. I think I Wait a minute, hold on, because I just sent a message today. I thought Deirdre was sending y'all the information, but I don't think so. Because I was talking to Tacretia earlier, and Tacretia don't. Tacretia didn't have it either. So I asked Deirdre with me. So I was trying to figure out what that is. But girl, we gotta sing a song, and I can't seem to get on pitch with the song I want to sing. Queen Aduni, how you get on pitch with a song?
You have a keyboard player and having to hit it over and over again. I don't know.
Wait a minute, say it again.
I said you have a keyboard player and have him hit it over and over again. The key.
Yeah, I don't even know what key it is. I want to sing NDRE. I want to sing NDRE song. I am like, I am like, I am
There it is
like.
right there. There's your key. So this is what Philip taught me. You sing in the key that you speak. And you went right into it. Right there. There's your key.
Oh, okay.
Might not be her key or his key, but yours was, you came right out of speaking. You didn't even think. You just said, because I can't even do I am. See?
Oh, okay. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right.
All right.
But is that the key for the song? But is that the key for the song though?
I think so. It might be just a little adjustment here or there, but where if it's not the key of the song and it's not your key, it's not going to sound good.
Okay.
The melody and the words. So if you had to do I am like, because that's where yours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like if Tacretia was to sing it, it's gonna be in the low alto, high tenor area.
Okay.
Yours, yeah, like that. Same words, same melody. That's why Isaac Hayes said about Michael Jackson's song, Let the grown-ups sing it. And then when he starts singing that song, what was the song that Michael Jackson sang? And then Isaac Hayes took it.
Oh, I don't
Um,
know. What's that?
Isaac Hayes sang the same
oh,
song.
that's
Now we got to think
Mm.
about it. It'll come.
that's good. That's a good question.
That's a good.
Well, what comes to mind for me is a chant that we used to sing when we did the moon circle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What was that?
I'm about to look it up right now.
While
What?
you're looking, Mama Evelyn, what was that chant?
What Michael
Um,
Jackson song did Isaac Hayes sing?
Are you calling on me to sing it now, my Queen of Dooney?
Yes.
It was Never Can Say Goodbye.
Yes. That was it. That was it. And Michael Jackson never can say goodbye. No, no.
Say goodbye.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then when
yeah.
Isaac Hayes got it,
Yes, totally different.
can say goodbye.
Oh,
The grown folk sang it.
Nah.
Yeah, because see, he knows what that is. I can't.
They got this child, this baby singing
Michael-
about love. He don't know nothing about that stuff.
Michael Jackson talking about going over his friends and spending the night. Can't say goodbye. Isaac is talking about his woman spending the night. Or him going to his
I'm gonna have
Michael Jackson talking about
now you
toys
gonna make me go.
stuff.
You gonna have me.
Oh, let's see.
I love when we get tickled. It's so funny. It makes your whole body sing and happy.
So
And hear other people laugh.
I'm looking for
I'm about to
I
be
got
thinking that all day.
What'd you say?
I said, now I'm about to be singing
What'd you
that
saying,
song.
Queen?
What'd you say,
Queen?
yeah, I don't know what today. This is the only day, the first day that everything I've been saying, y'all don't hear me, or I'm whatever, and I'm right here. So is it that my sound is low, or anyway? Anyway, I was saying that I'm on Google so that I can find when we get into these lulls, LULLS, of no conversation. I got to find something that I can ask a question. So there's no dead space, and we're just trying to figure out how do we fill in for the next half hour and stuff like that. So that, as a leader, I need to find something I can throw in there. During
Yeah, we can always breathe and, like you said, something to think about while we're sitting there. Because did we all answer Ebony's question of our how do we clear for the me time, the meditation time? How do we clear?
It wasn't clearing for the meditation time. It was clearing for intuition.
Intuition, listening. Yes, there it is. Hello.
Yeah. Now, it does involve meditation because it's when you're going crazy. Well, if you got to hear, you need to shut it down.
Right.
So that meditation, for the clearing. And what way do we practice that meditation? Like the monks, they're steadily doing something. Like in Mama Evelyn, you said you get your hands just to moving and such like that.
You still want to hear a song?
Yes, please.
I need to practice.
Yeah, right. So anyway,
I hear the voice of my grandmother calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother calling me. Wake up, She says, wake up, listen, 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 listen. May the air be. Let me see. May the air. Oh my goodness, I forgot it. Let's see. May the. Listen, listen. May the air be pure. May the trees grow tall. May the earth be shared by all. Dang, I gotta go find the lyrics now because I had it in my head.
But that sounds good.
I hear the voice of my grandmother calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother calling me. Wake up, wake up. She says, wake up, listen, 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 listen. May the air be. Oh, I can't. That first lyric. I have it written down. I thought I knew it, but it's a chant, and we have several chants. I actually have all the chants.
That was beautiful, Mama Evelyn.
Yeah, you just have to pick which one, but I like that one right there. Decretia, what we're doing is Rev had asked, did Evelyn have her song for the retreat? So she was Rev sang hers, and we found her natural key. And Mama Evelyn said she had a chant, and so we asked her to sing it. Are you going to the retreat, Decretia?
I am.
What's your song? She'll just get up and sing it. Where they're like, oh no, we gotta sing. Do you know what
Well,
song
it is a bit.
sing?
It is a bit of a challenge for me because, as of late, I've only been doing a cappella.
Yeah.
Last like 5 or 6 years, and I have to. With this, we got to do a track. We got to sing with a track. So to answer your question, oh, excuse me.
You gotta do it with a track.
We have to sing with a track.
Here y'all go. See, I didn't even know. There you go. Glad I said it. Yes, ma'am. We got to sing with a track.
Okay. So that okay.
So I have
Okay.
not made a selection yet. But I'm definitely gonna go up there and do my thing for sure.
We doing a Mama asked what retreat. We doing a treat with Master Teacher Aziz. And the name of the retreat is Find Your Voice. Find Your Purse. And she gonna use singing, but I already know. I'm like, if my voice, because I'm just noticing what I'm going through just to try to sing. So if my voice is connected to my purse, I can see where I'm stopped. Immediately, I gotta sing. Why I gotta sing? Oh my God, sing. Oh my God, with music, I need a coach. I just started doing all of that. So if that's connected to my money, it's like, oh shoot. I can see where there is a gap of none, some, none, because that's how I'm spurting through trying to sing a song. I had a song, forget that song too hard, because I was gonna do Rihanna, Lift Me Up, but I'm like, who hitting that high note? That wouldn't be me. I love that though. I love her songs. I've been singing that. Somebody said, you go change, you've been practicing that song for 3 weeks. I'm like, I can't get them high notes.
But you can sing it in your note. Are you tenor or alto? Or
I don't even know.
That's the thing though about doing it with it. That it's not going to change.
Because you can take
that
the
key's
note.
not going to change. You would need a keyboardist or a guitar player.
I can get me one of them things. What's just that thing you used to blow into?
So no, I'm saying my I'm saying when with the track, it's gonna be in the original key,
Right.
unless you find another track that'll change it. So like you can essentially change it, which is why I do acapella, because I like to change it to what's comfortable for me, even if it's
Right.
low or high, because my range
Right.
is actually
Right.
pretty wide now that I've been, practicing, like training my voice. But
Right.
if she starts in the one key and then she gets to the high note and can't do it, it's possible with the track to just take it down, but it's
Gotta know, yeah.
the
Or the other
sound is a little
right. The other thing is to just let that, you can let that be a thinking part, and you can come back in. When they perform, sometimes they don't sing the whole
that's
entire.
true.
You can, you can
That's
think of that
true.
part, or you can go.
You can hum. Yeah,
Budget.
that's true.
Oh Lord, see, I ain't no entertainer, but I'm
Who
noticing.
said?
I said,
Well, you lied.
You entertain me all the time. I'm telling you,
I was about to say you are quite
teaching style is
entertaining.
entertaining. You might want to throw one of your wisdom pieces in that high note part. Hello.
oh Lord. I watched them sing on Sunday and play their instruments. They be in a zone.
Mm-hmm.
They be in the zone when they be doing their thing.
That's-
Scott was down on her knees singing. I'm like, Lord.
baby, listen, Scott, oh my God, I love watching y'all sing. Oh my goodness.
I was like, is she down?
He transformed.
So it was like, oh my God. But I also, not changing the subject, but I'm changing the subject. I also got how much I miss music. I usually go out to hear music. And I got raised up on jazz. My dad had all the jazz. So for them to play the jazz, I was back there screaming. Oh my God, Queen Aduna, your man can play that piano. He was playing that one song. He was driving that motherfucker. I was like, oh, watch him drive. He was driving that music, and everybody had to keep up with his ass because he was fucking gone. I was like, whoo! And then the bass player, it was the one where everybody had like a solo.
Mm-hmm.
The trumpet player, oh my God, he was just like, oh my God. Then the drummer, oh my God. Oh my God. And then the bass player, he was just right with Phil. He was right with him. They was battling, man. I was like, oh my God, this is so freaking good. I forgot how much I love music and how much music lifts us and moves my soul. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. I forgot. But it's like a reminder. Okay, so that's a part of me that I forgot as I went through my spiritual journey. But on Sunday, I was like, go on Sunday and go listen to some music. That's what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, Woodbridge is cool because they got good ass food. So I could go have me a little drinky drink and get me a little cocktail and have me some appetizers, and I'll be in there like swimwear. What up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it was really, really good. It was really, really good for my soul. That was soul music. It was good for my soul. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It really
Music
was.
time machine. It'll take you back to a moment when it happened, when you first heard it, or whatever you did while that song was playing. It'll take you back, and you'll be right
Oh my
there.
God. I just love the way they just you can tell that group has plays with each other a lot. They played together because they was just like one. They was just like one. It was always just see it. You said I didn't have words for it. It was mind blowing. I was like, damn, I didn't know they was that good. I hear Sheila talk about them all the time, but I'm like, damn, they good as hell. I was back in I was way in the back
Hale.
screaming.
Good
The
as
next thing I
hell.
knew, I was at the front sitting. They had some seat there. I was in the front row
Jesus.
sitting down like I was at a concert. Shit, that shit got good to me. Yeah,
Did you
so
hear
that
what
was
you
really
said,
good.
Rev?
Huh?
Did you hear what you said?
What I say?
They're as good as
What I
hell.
say?
Hale. That's our last name. Hale.
Oh,
Hale. Yes.
oh my God, that was so good. I
Yeah.
was they've been playing together forever. That band been together for a long time.
No, they just call each other. They played with each other for a long time, but you know,
Oh.
the drummer was not the normal drummer for Sky, you know, for Sunday night, but there's always a different drummer. There's the one that's, you know, the one, but when he has other gigs, staying with the bass player, he plays, I think, for the Four Tops or something. So he's usually traveling now.
Mm-hmm.
Spinners, I started to say the Spinners. Yeah, he
Plus,
played.
he got a cute little bass. It's a little bass, but it was strong.
Oh yeah, and he plays the big one. He does all of them.
Uh-huh.
Conga player, percussion. I called him in
Okay.
for this session.
Okay, but let me ask you something. Who was the band that played before y'all?
Yeah, it was the Jerome Clark and the three-piece.
Well,
Still, the way they do, because when I feel
that
out
was they had that girl drummer.
yeah, she
Okay, that was my baby band. Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw Benson, Rev?
With the girl drummer? Okay.
Yup, that's
girl,
his band.
But I didn't notice him.
Yeah, that's
Because the girl drummer
Jerome
had
Clark.
I was just right.
Right.
Yeah, they play together all the time. She cold.
Yes, she is. Yes,
She is cold. I
She
got
was
a
so
lot of
out
videos.
cold.
Yeah, and she young.
She got a
Last
name.
time I went and saw her play, she was playing with one hand, texting.
Yeah.
Like that girl is sweet.
Still holding down the rhythm, right? Texting.
Yeah,
it was so
sweet.
good. She was so good. Yeah, I was like, girl, when she was left, I was like, damn, let's get a drummer some. Woohoo! Because she was awesome. No, I want you to know something. I didn't notice nobody else in that band but her.
That happens a lot.
I didn't notice nobody but her because she caught my attention. I was like, what the hell is she doing?
Mm-hmm.
Does she have a name?
I'm terrible with names. I'm looking through my mind right now.
And
I gotta stop. We was talking about memory earlier, Ebony.
I
see her. I talk to her all the time. What is that child name?
Look, you know her sound when you hear her strike that drum. You know it's her. She is the drum.
She is serious. She is serious. A young girl, little girl, but she's serious with that drum.
Oh, I love me a drummer, honey. I loves me a drummer.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Because I want to say Aisha, but she plays with Molly Wop.
Molly Wop, yeah.
It's not Aisha. I just asked Benson. I'm gonna let y'all know in just a second.
Yeah, she has her own band too. They've already cut a record and they got an album out. I'm so proud of her.
You talking about Aisha?
I love to watch her play because she jumps up and down. It's like if she need a drum skin on her seat too because her butt be drumming too. I love to watch her from behind. She come.
Yes. She does.
I'm like, wow, you drumming from the back too? Oh, I got chills. I love the drummers. I love everybody, but I love the drummers.
I was saying, I think that the rhythm section in particular, the keys and the bass, but the drums and the drums. Let me start with the drums. They should get more money than anybody.
Heartbeat.
Have to hold it down the entire for everybody's song. Horn players, they step in, then step out. You know, even if they're doing solos, they step in and they step out. But the key and the drums in particular, the entire show, they must be moving. So in my mind,
oh, the rhythm,
especially with the I always make sure that the rhythm section gets paid. Always. Now I understand, you know, when you're the leader, you're the vocalist, and you're the horn player, have to bring the solo forth and, you know, honoring all that. But that rhythm section, you're nothing. And if the drummer and the bass player, because that's what Philippa always talking about, the drummer and the bass player are not in sync,
Yeah.
If the drummer can push you, or they can, like, God, get no drive from them. Another person comes and sits in and bam. Yeah.
No, I don't know who was playing Sunday, but y'all was driving that was driving that music.
Mm-hmm.
It was. I just looked up there and saw Phil's fingers moving. I was like, "What the hell is he doing?" And wait a minute, and then Queen Aduni with the tambourine. I'm like, "What? She played her whole body? She hit that." I was like, "This is incredible right here." I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm a pray for y'all to get paid because y'all deserve to be paid."
And
her name is Natasha.
Yes, Natasha. Yes. Yep. And we kept, eyeing. I kept looking, and she was looking over at me and stuff,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she and a wonderful person as well. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, thank God for the musicians. Ooh.
Oh yeah, because when they was playing, I was being a social butterfly, but the drummer kept pulling me in. The drummer kept pulling me in.
Mm-hmm.
So I kept going, "Who is drumming? Oh my God."
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard a strike so sharp that it just goes through your whole orifice? Your whole body is like,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it was like that. Yeah, it was fun. That was so much fun. A part of me woke up that been asleep for a while.
okay. So you gonna
Yeah.
sing your
Yeah, I am. I am light. I am light.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the color of my skin. I'm not the pain I have within. I'm gonna sing it.
You threw that right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Come on.
I've been practicing it.
Yes, it's a hit.
I was up early this morning, had it on YouTube practicing, and I'm like, oh my God, so nervous.
You got it.
So
Don't let
now,
your
Evelyn,
out.
what are you gonna do now, Evelyn?
And I
What'd
think
you say?
Needing a soundtrack behind you. What are you thinking of doing now?
I'm looking at my playlist and see.
Yeah, because you can go on YouTube and get the karaoke version,
Okay.
and I'll give you the music.
Yeah, but she's doing a chant. They probably don't have. They might, but
They
most
may.
they don't have.
Oh, let me see. They may.
Yeah, actually, because more every day, more stuff goes. I wonder how much is really uploaded every day.
And they got stuff from like 10 years ago on there. I was listening to a meditation. It was like 10 years ago. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Like once you put it on there, just stay on there.
Mm-hmm. And then sometimes
But
it doesn't have to be that song, but you can take something that you can still sing the words to what melody they have that's like close to it, where you can just figure it out.
That take a musical genius. I mean, people who's girl, we don't know that. Okay. Girl, I told you I need a coach. I need a coach for about half an hour. Make sure I'm on pitch. What the hell? Oh Lord, nervous.
Queen, can you help people find that note? You can do that.
Hobby Lobby has hundreds of incredible.
I was just asking. Should we got people?
Why you say no? Why you say no?
Because I'll be doing that with Philip. I mean, from the sense of that, if somebody's standing there and I'll say, Philip, hit that note, or I hit the note. But no, not, I mean, from the sense of, yeah, I'm not going to say, if I had to, yes. If I had to, yes. But I'm not the go-to. How about that one?
Oh.
Look, this is
okay. But wait a minute, Queen Aduni, that was a good catch. That was a good catch, Queen Aduni. That was a catch.
I hang around Omani Grace. And wait, no, not only Omani Grace, but Mama Hetheru. You're always talking about your words, your words, and everybody else
Yeah.
going to. What you say? What you say?
I'll be your plan C. You can come to me plan C.
Yes.
That's so funny. Right, because this morning I was like, I know some musical people. I know some musical people. I could just ask.
I'm like Queen sitting right there, but I knew better. Then that's why I didn't say anything. She wasn't offering, so I said, okay. Then that means.
But I helped Omani.
You did.
I took her right into singing da 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 da. Now, can I tell you what that key is? No. Can I? That type of thing. And yeah, just find it. You'll find it, or you'll find it.
To Krisha, that went all over the place, and I was like, "Oh, he go another music."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Person, Queen of Dooney, Queen.
All right, we are actually over time.
And it was like, I ain't to go to. I could get you there, but I ain't to go to. I got somebody I know. Same thing ain't even happened. You know,
yeah, because
I got in me. I don't want to. No, bake. I want you to bake something.
I have asked people, can you coach me, vocal coach and stuff? And they, you? No, I ain't not gonna. I saw you. I asked after that fluke, but I did. Well, let me say, I spoke with my husband, who is not a vocal coach. He's just a music guide. He guides. He doesn't guide you in what you want to do. And so, but he was just saying, I finally listened to everything, and it's like, oh my God. And because I knew the first song I really knew. And then when I listened to it, it was like, oh my God. But anyway, and he was just saying, because he always reviews himself, always, and he said, because he had told me, he said, before, he said, don't get all busy and stuff before you get somewhere and stuff. I said, yeah, okay, and that's what I'm about to do. But my whole day was full, from the legal thing, the lawyer, going to see the lawyer for my great nephew, and then just moving on and on and on and on and on and such. And there's one vocalist that when I do background or I play the piano, the keyboard, tambourine with her, Laura Rain. She is the only singer that I see literally and hear prepare herself to go on stage. She gets over and because she hits high notes, and so she'll be over there. So I have to be Laura and get myself by myself. Yes. That's what I learned from Sherry Scott, who played with the Earth, Wind, and she was the first. Right. And she said when there is no space for a vocalist, she will go to a table and she'll put paper all around the table, all over, so that seat is not available. So I need to be by myself. So that's what I have to do in the preparation, run my voice. And we had only had one rehearsal, and it was the night before. Yeah, and they were new songs to them. So it was like, there was a miracle. I knew they could handle it, but my voice being like that. But bottom line is that Philip said, do not let that, listen to it. You heard it, observe, write down, or, what is it that you need to work on? And then drop it.
Yeah.
Drop it.
Yeah.
Drop it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because you're that was that. You can't change anything, but you observe it, you see it. So now my approach, even on Hug Detroit Day, cannot be that I'm working all day and I don't have that basically a 2-hour gap where I can just download. And he said, that's why when we break, I go to the car and then I listen to stuff, not what I'm going to play, but stuff in that genre. so that I can have references to play
Yes.
next set. He said, that's why I
Okay.
go out to the car. I get by myself, you know. So yeah, just an observation. Use it for that, not to get stuck.
Yeah.
And just one other quick question. Like I had a group that was playing at our Osborne reunion, and they were flat. And I was like, how do I approach them? You know, is there when you're flat, how do you know to be triggered to say, okay, we need to check our notes, because the songs were great, but the notes, I was like, how do you approach a musician to say, hey, we need to check the note? Or, how do you be kind but helpful? Because you don't want them to.
Is that during rehearsal or is that after the performance?
That's at the event. They were at the event performing.
Well,
and it was, the note was.
Yeah, but you can't, if they're performing, you can't tell them to change. They're performing.
I know, I'm saying, how do we address that? Do you have a person in the audience that says, check your note, check your notes? I need to throw up some notes. I'll show them my wrist.
No.
I mean, even, I'm
Because
just saying. So
by
they
the
just
time
find
you Mama head, by the time you hear it, it's gone. It's past. You can only speak to them after.
Okay.
Okay.
Ugh.
So you can't hold
Wait a minute, hold on.
to check
I
your
want
notes
to say, Matt, I'm head, mind your business. Just let them play. You about to start a fight. You go up there and tell the musicians they flat. They'll be mad at you.
No, but I'm saying maybe. But I'm saying a person there may need to be a band buddy that could be like, okay, note, check your notes, because just most people, sometimes they'll do, like, I know Jackie, when Jackie gets ready to sing, Jackie will give her notes for herself. She does that. I've seen her do that.
Yeah, so, but for me, that just tells you it's a difference between professionals and people who just playing. Because a professional know what to do. But somebody who's a novice or amateur, they don't know, or they can't hear that they're flat.
Yeah, well, they need to have a band buddy so they can let them know, hey man, y'all got to get that together. I didn't want to have to be the person, because I couldn't go. It wouldn't let me do it, but I know we need somebody to help them.
That's what happened on Sunday.
Yeah,
that's what happened on Sunday. The young ladies that performed earlier, they were flat. And that's what happened earlier. Queen, you may not have, like we said, you may not have liked your performance, but it was stellar.
Yeah, but they learn it.
I was concerned the energy was there.
It's just like what Queen Aduni said, though. It's a learning. Everybody learning.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
They all learning how to be great musicians. Yeah. All right, you guys. It's 10:10.
Yes, it is. Hug yourself.
The creature came. We just never got to her.
We didn't hear what you said, Ebony. Yeah, take whatever.
I said I want to say. Oh, hold on.
All right, can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I want to thank my guest, Tacretia, for coming and showing up, even though we didn't get a chance to get to her. We will get to you next Tuesday, Tacretia.
You know what? We haven't even talked about that. I just came on because I'm actually awake because I now have to take my daughter to school. So.
Oh yeah, back to that.
Yeah. Otherwise, I've been asleep.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all, that's the truth. I ain't get off till 2:00 last night.
Because I'm like, she showed up, but we was just in it. We was in it. A lot of stuff.
It's all good. We'll create something for next time.
All right. Okay. So now everybody, we're not going to talk after we sprinkle. That's it.
Nope. That was it.
Okay. Love you guys.
Hug the world.
Okay.
And sprinkle all the wonderful things that we all want, desire.
You know what?
Bye.